I wanted to hop on for a moment and talk about this silly little song that's been spinning around in my head at times like a tennis shoe in a dryer. Warren Zevon's Werewolves of London. Kind of wind your way to it via tiki culture, because there is a reference in the song to Trader Vic's and pina coladas. I had this epiphany somewhat recently, as I was listening to the song. Wait a second, this song is deceptively deep. There's a lot going on in the subtext. He talks about Lon Chaney and Lon Chaney Jr. and the Queen of England, and suddenly there was this click, and I thought, he's talking about celebrity and royalty, and there's a reference to like Chinese takeout food.
I saw a werewolf with a Chinese menu in his hand, walking through the streets of Soho in the rain.
Kind of like gluttony and this sort of carnivorous thing going on, and suddenly these dots started to, constellate around this deeper idea that, wait a minute, this is a commentary about modern society. I think he called it a stupid song, a dumb song for smart people, I think is what he said. He admits that it's a novelty song, but he kind of walks it back. He says, well, it's not in the tradition of like a Weird Al Yankovic or Steve Martin type thing. It occurred to me that it was around the same time, contemporaneous with the Yorkshire Ripper murders, which were probably gobbling up a lot of the headlines back then. Maybe he was thinking about that. But certainly it seems to me that he was thinking about the connections between, modern civilization, modern society, the convenience of takeout, Chinese takeaway, coupled with our primal instincts. And if you think about things like, the Jack the Ripper murders, the phenomenon of serial murderers, sort of coinciding at the turn of the century of the industrial age with, modern industrial civilization. It really is a deep commentary on those things. And of course it is beloved of tiki culture and that great imagery of a werewolf with perfect hair drinking a pina colada. I think there's a reference there roundaboutly to, the whole tiki craze and Polynesian, the Polynesian thing, sort of South Pacific James Michener phenomenon of the late 50s, kind of coinciding with the atomic bomb tests that were going on in the Pacific. So there was this sort of really weird confluence of things taking place, and I think the absurdity of the song somehow manages to ensnare all of these things in its net. Seemingly innocuous, charming song. Next time you listen to it, realize that you're listening to something, really much deeper than meets the eye.
Oh.